Hey guys, Steve with Dakota Wet Shave Reviews. I'm going to do a shaving review for you today. The first one I've really had time to do. I don't have a whole lot of time getting ready for church tonight, so I'm going to go through what I normally do for my shave routine. I have with me today, I'm going to be using, of course, the Wet Shave Club razor. Very nice, heavy razor. I love the handle. Very nice texturing and get a very good grip to it, and nice closed comb. Does a very nice good shave. Shaved with it quite a few times. In that I'm gonna have these Treat Platinum Super Stainless blades. Very good. I have to have a very sharp blade, and them seem to do the trick without being overly aggressive. I usually like to use a feather, which is the sharpest, but I've tried a lot of different. I haven't tried every brand there is, but I've tried quite a few. I've tried about probably 10 or 15 different brands at this point. But I'm out of the shower. Just took a shower after getting home from work, and so everything's hydrated. It's, skin's a little dry right now. This is still wet, but what I like to do, I've already had the Whiskers Shave Soap company, the one I did my lather review. If you watched my last video, this is the orange tobacco scent. I've already had some water sitting on top of it, so it get that little bit of a skin on top. And what I like to use is the Razor Rock How to Grow a Mustache pre-shave soap, and I've already had my brush soaking. This is also from Wet Shave Club. I've already had it soaking for a bit, and so it's nice and soft. It's a boar brush, and so what I do is I get my face wet, and then I like to just very simply rub that in till it gets that nice little white paste. I'm gonna make a mess all over my shirt, but that's okay. This is just one of my around the house shirts. I throw a little water on that. This has got a nice lime and menthol scent, but I rub that, kind of makes that little bit of a paste. Rub it I like to do a circular just because I can hold on to it that way a little better. When I come down to my throat, I rub against the grain. Now I don't think in the last one, I may have in my last video, I described what my shave pattern is, but it's a little different than most I've seen. I throw a little water on that so it doesn't get dry on me. I mean, it's going to lose water. I'm in a very dry climate, and South Dakota, there's not a whole lot of humidity. I might turn this down just a little bit so you can interact a little more as I lean over. Okay, and I let this kind of sit, kind of rub it in a little bit. This hair grows this way, it grows this way, this one. Right here, it grows that way. Here it grows down like this. Right here it grows up, here it grows down, and just literally that path. It does that, and then the rest of this goes this way. So I deal with irritation and shave bumps and razor burn quite a bit because it's crazy. A lot of guys that grows, they kind of get a general direction. I wasn't fortunate enough to do that, but I have been researching what's called method shaving. Of course, I left the water in my brush because this is kind of a thirsty soap, and so of course you see me do the lather review, it's already spitting. But in method shaving, he says you can retrain your facial hair, and so I've been kind of working with that a little bit. I'm not going to do that for this shave because I haven't quite got it mastered down and got it all figured out. But with the forms, there's 3 different forms. He says with those forms you should be able to, and look at that, just a little bit of time and I got extra to go. I'm going to scoop all this extra, and I got gloves like that, so I'm going to throw a little bit of water in the brush, and we're going to go to the face. Already got a big glob all over my shirt. That's alright. Like I said, this is an extremely thirsty soap, and so you have to keep adding water to it, and don't be afraid to add water, because it will definitely, and I got it so slick I can't hardly hold on to the brush. It's an extremely slick lather, which is great, which means you're going to have glide. But yeah, you can add water because it's going to soak it right back up. It may get a little loose, but as you can tell, it takes nothing and it's thick again. So yeah, this is one of those, it's a really good soap. It doesn't take much to get it nice and extremely thick. I mean, you can already paint it on, and I've not even really worked it good. And I mean, I've got lots to go. I mean, look how it does a boar brush. That's how thick it is. It just grabs the boar brush and it does what it wants to with the boar brush. And so I just grab all this loose stuff and I'm going to smear it around, and I'm going to throw a little more water. You see, it gets a breach even on a boar brush. Throw a little more water in that with my hand. Spin that around a little bit. I mean, I've got enough. I'm making a mess. And I'm not trying to tout or show off how well I can build a lather. I'm just, that soap really builds an amazing ladder. I mean, you can see it doesn't matter that I get messy, like I said. And so I have my blade already set, and I made sure it was squared up. And so I usually shave my head, but I haven't shaved my head this week yet. And I mean, you can hear the blade. I'm going with the grain right now. My Adam's apple has become a problem area. It didn't used to be, but it has become that. So I have to be really careful right there. Oh, I think I just got myself too, but. And then going with the grain still. All these passes are with the grain. So I mean, you can see how crazy it can get. Okay, first pass done. And I've learned it's not about trying to get it smooth on the first round. Just throw a little water on, and then I grab what's right here in my little bit of a goatee, and I kind of smear that around. Tells me where I need to go. Okay, then what I do is I should actually do it this way. I go down all the way. Kind of an X pattern. X patterns seem to work really well with me. Trying to shave while looking in the camera, and it ain't working. You look in the mirror right behind the camera. Yeah, I did get myself. Second pass done. Got half of what was there again. I'm going to grab the brush. It's had a little bit of water sitting in the bowl, and so it'll look a little loose, but as you can tell, it don't take much to smack it back up again. Plus there ain't a whole lot of hair left right now anyway, so I just kind of work the water into the soap and then just kind of paint it back up. I'm kind of a messy shaver, if you haven't been able to tell. Okay, so now for the third pass. Really light. I love this heavy blade. It allows me to just hold it. Is all I got to do. It does the rest. And then I go up. I can just switch either hands, but it doesn't really matter for me. Yeah, I got my Adam's apple pretty good. I'm shaving a little faster than I like to, but that's just because I'm trying to get the video. So all I got left literally is going across against the grain right here and then right here. The rest of it is absolutely baby wet smooth already. And so I'll just do a real light, quick. I mean, this stuff has so much cushion that, I mean, it looks like, oh, you should hit it with a brush again. Well, I don't really have to, because this has so much glide that it works really good. I got to do an X pattern right there just a little bit, because the hair grows down and across like that. And I got it. That's all I had to do. Anything else would be overkill. I got one little spot right here that grows a little goofy. And that's it. I'm done. Now I felt one spot right there. My jawline seems to grow kind of stiff too. But that's it. That's pretty much my shave. I'm going to rinse off, be right back. Okay. It'll take but a minute or so. Just finished off rinsing. Got myself nice and clean. Very little irritation. And still a pile in the brush. That soap is amazing. The orange tobacco Whiskers shave soap is really good. I put a link in it on my last video. I think I'll put a link in on this video. And mustache, I need to trim that up. But yeah, really great shave. So for tonight's post shave, I really like this stuff at Polar Ice, Barbershop Classics Polar Ice. I really like this. Has just enough burn, but a lot of protection. It's not all alcohol. And then I do that as that soaks in. I can still feel that Razor Rock stuff, and then I use maybe a sensitive skin post shave balm. Seems to work really good for me, and I'll just let that soak in. Of course, it works really good to just roll all over my face, and my face stays hydrated. Since everything has been wet, I just kind of lock in that moisture. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for stopping by. There'll be more shave videos and shave reviews to come. You hang in there. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Any questions, put them in the comment box below. I love the interaction. I'll always respond. So thanks for stopping by. Once again, I'm Steve with Dakota Wet Shave Club Reviews. Y'all take care.